Hi there, welcome to my channel. Let me ask one question. Do you know your future? Well, no, nobody knows their future. Actually, you can't create your future. Make a note. You cannot create your future. The habits, the right habits that make your future, right? So you should not focus, you should not worry about my future, what I will be tomorrow, what I'm going to be tomorrow. That is not your control, right? So, but your habit, what you're doing, your habit is under your control. So you can create your habit, you can develop your habit, and that habit can create your future, right? So in this video I'm going to talk about such 5 habits that can make you rich. Let me put one disclaimer. If I say rich does not mean that you have a lot of cash, lot of cars, lot of luxury cars. Okay, if I say rich, it means your mentality. Okay, so only the mentality differentiate people between poor and rich. If you are rich, then you have a rich mentality. If you are poor, then you have poor mentality. So that's a different point. Okay, so let's start the video. The habit number 1 that can make you rich is high earning skill. Make a note, high earning skill. So this is the skill set, this is the high earning skill that make you super rich. Okay, so you should think about that. What are the high earning skill that I can have that can make you rich? If I take example of any rich people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, they all have high earning skill. And what is this high earning skill? Your communication power, the way you communicate, the way you persuade the people, the way you influence the people, right? So your communication power is the asset for you, and this is the high earning skill. Make a note. If you are a student or you are a professional guy, then you should focus on your high earning skill. You should develop this communication skill. This is very, very powerful. Okay, so once you have that skill, then it opens the door of lot of opportunity. If you are student, number 2 is investing. The rich people invest their money. I know you also might be investing the money, okay? But if I say investing means if you put your money in any asset class, then this asset class should give you at least 10% of return annually. This is the benchmark. 10% is the benchmark. If an investment is not giving you 10% of return, then this is not the investment, right? So if you notice, all the rich people, all the rich mentality people, they put their money in a high yield, high return asset class. Especially they put their money in stocks. They invest their money in company. They invest money in startups, right? So once they have skill number 1, high earning skill, they're getting a lot of money, they're making a lot of money, and the excess money they put in investment so that they can compound their wealth, they can magnify their wealth. So this is important thing, right? But many people today I see, they don't invest. They put their money in class like I can say LIC, PPF, right? Bank, FD. So these things, this investment, these are not investment actually. These are the asset class where you are just parking your money for the security purpose. You think my money is secure, but actually your money is not growing. If you know that, if you know about the inflation, right? Inflation is a monster. It eats your money. It sucks your money. So every year inflation rate in India is about 5 to 6%, and if you're not getting the return at least 6 to 7% from your wealth, then your money is not growing, right? Your money, inflation is eating your money. So the wealth people, the rich people understand that they understand that I have to beat inflation. So they put the money in such asset class where they can get the return higher than inflation, right? And you will notice that every rich people multiply their wealth twice. Every in 3 years they multiply their wealth. They double their wealth. So you should learn this skill. If you have no any idea, if you have no skill set about investing, how to invest my money, then you should develop this skill first, right? This is very important. So make a note. If you're not aware about investing, if you don't know how to invest money in stocks, then go ahead and learn this skill. The third skill set, the third habit that they have, they manage their money. This is super important. Make a note. How to manage the money is a skill, is an art. Most of the people don't manage their money. They just earn the money. They know how to earn the money, but they cannot manage the money. So this is very super important. Let me give an example. Uh, there's one book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. If you have not read this book, then please go ahead, buy this book today and read this book. This is very interesting, very important book, and I suggest that everyone should read this book. This will expand your knowledge. This book talks about the money management, the personal finance. How can you manage your money? So the rich people knows that how to manage their money. Okay, they have the record. Actually, they measure their money. They measure their income, how much they are making money, what are their expenses, and after paying all the expenses, after paying all the bills, what are the cash they are generating by end of the day, how much cash they have. So they manage their cash flow, right? They track their investment, that they track their income, they track that how much money they are spending in bill, and by end of the day how much money they're coming in their pocket. So this is called cash flow. Most average people, they don't have a system to track their money. Okay, where the money is going on, where the money is flowing, where I'm expending a lot of things. So then they don't have any system to measure the money. Once you start measuring the money, then you can take massive action. Let me give an example. Let's suppose you have a system ready. You know that this is my income, this is my expense, this is my cash by end of the day. And if you track that if my cash flow is not growing, if my cash is not growing, then you can take some action, right? You can take some action that, okay, what is the reason why my cash is not growing, why my income is not growing, why my income is flat. So this, you can take the action only when you have a system to measure your money. So all the rich people, they measure their money, and once they measure their money, they know what is the problem, where is the problem, and how to fix the problem. So my suggestion is, if you're a student, if you're a working guy, then please make a budget, right? Measure your money and try to figure out how much I'm earning, where is my expense going on, and how much cash I'm generating by end of the year. And check whether your income is not growing or not. If your income is flat, then you have a skill problem, right? You have to fix that. You should grow your income every year. If you grow your income every year, then ultimately your cash will grow. So this is the difference. So all rich people or rich mentality, they track their money, they track their cash. This is super important. Next point is, and next habit is, they know how to leverage. Make a note. They know how to leverage other skill and other people time. So leveraging other people time and skill, that is super important. Actually, once you have the business set up, once you have the system ready, if you have grown your business, once you have grown your income to certain level, then what these people do, they don't do everything by their own. They have some system ready. They outsource their work. They focus on their own primary work, which is the important for them. They just operate their company, just they operate their process. They don't do everything, right? So they outsource the work which is not important for them to other people, and they leverage other people's work, their time, their effort, their skill set, and those people make them rich, right? So actually rich people becomes rich because of other people's skill set. So this is called leverage. Last but not the least, the point number 5, they read a book. Make a note, read a book. The more you read, the more you earn. So reading book is one of the rich habit that can make you rich. If you take example of all successful people, all rich people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, everyone, there is one common pattern. They read a lot of book. So at least you should, if you don't have this habit reading a book, then make a note. You should start making this habit and you start reading the book. You should read the book at least. You should complete one book every month, at least minimum one book every month, right? So, but there is one key point that I want to highlight. Then how to read a book? Most people read a book. Like suppose if I'm a student, okay, I am reading physics, then I read a book about physics. If you are a coder, if you're a programmer, you read a lot of technical books, you do a lot of certifications. So these things, if you're reading such kind of books, then this will not expand your knowledge, right? So you have to read a book which is not to comfort zone, which is not related to your work, regular work. I'm not against of that. You should read your book which help you in your current job, okay, to sustain your current job, to sustain your knowledge. You can read the book. But if you want to become rich, if you want to grow your knowledge beyond your comfort zone, beyond your working zone, then you should read some other books. Books like motivation book, books like money, how to manage time, how to influence people, how to increase your personal development, how to magnify your life. Such books will expand your knowledge, right? You can become more powerful than others if you read such kind of books. And most important thing, if you read a book but you don't take any action, okay, make a note. If you're reading a book and you're not taking a massive action after reading a book, then there is no point. Then in that case, don't read a book. It is a wasting of time if you don't take action after reading a book. Okay, so this is super important. You just read a book, you finish your book and make a note that what did you learn from the book and what action you have to take. So make a note, you should take at least one action. After completing a book, take at least one action from the book. This will change your life. Let's suppose you have read 12 books in a year. Each month you're completing one book. If you take at least one action after reading book, at least one action, you can take many actions, this is up to you, but you have to take at least one action. So in this way you will take 12 actions in a year, right? If you take 12 different actions, then it will change your life altogether, right? You will be a different zone, you will become a different person by taking this action day by day, different actions. So you become a version 2. In next year, you become version 2 person. You are not the same person next year by taking this action. So make a note, read a book. It's very super important. If you want to become rich, if you want to change your mentality, then read a book. So these were 5 habits that every rich person, every rich mentality have. Right? And if all about for today's video, I hope you enjoy the content, you enjoy this video. If you really enjoy this video, then subscribe me. And also super important is you please share this video to all other people, in your family, in your friend circle. Just spread this video so that this can benefit them, right? Sharing your knowledge is also a good habit. So please share your knowledge, please share this video to all person who can get benefit from this, right? So this is all for today. I'm signing off right now. I will see you in next video. Till then, goodbye.